Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have another dessert, and this one, I don't really know what it's called in English. It's a flan, it's creme caramel or something like that. It's a dessert which is something I like a lot. And this recipe is a different one, I guess, and it's very easy, very simple, like 3 ingredients maybe, and like it doesn't have a lot of sugar. It's sugar free if you remove the caramel, so I'll just show you guys how to make it. We have 150 grams of sugar and 2 tablespoons of water, and this is specifically for our caramel. You can use store-bought if you want, but we just don't like store-bought caramel, so we're making our own. As for the actual creme caramel, we're going to need for every 100 milliliters of milk, you're going to need 1 banana and 1 egg. Here we have 500 milliliters, so we're using 5 bananas and 5 eggs. First step is over medium heat in your pan. You just take in your sugar and you put it in here, and you do not mix it at all until it starts to like boil or like turn into a caramel texture. As you can see, the edges have started to brown, so it has started to turn into caramel. So now we can mix it to like make sure that it evenly like melts. So as you can see, it has started to melt and to turn into like this caramel mixture. So now we mix it, and just be careful to put it over low heat. Because otherwise the caramel could burn and it would release this very bitter flavor that we don't want in our dessert. So as you can see, the sugar has started to melt, and it has formed this kind of caramel mixture, obviously. So now you control the color you want. So if you want it light, you can just like make it light, or like if you want it dark, you can keep it on the heat for a longer time. Just like when making caramel, make sure you don't have kids around, and make sure that you are extremely cautious, because you can burn your hands, or like you can just like get burnt, and it's a very dangerous. Okay, so now I think I got my desired color, because I don't want it to be too light, but I don't want it to be too dark. So now we're just going to add our water in and add it slowly. And as you can see, when mixing, the mixture may become a little hard, but that's okay because it's going to melt on the heat anyways. Okay, so now our caramel is ready, and be careful at this stage because it is very hot. We just took it off the heat, so be careful. So now we take our mold, or like trays, our ramekins I think, and we just pour in the caramel and we let it sit there to cool for a little bit. And just make sure that the molds you're using or the trays you're using are oven safe. So now we just like move it around to make sure that the caramel is evenly distributed to the entire bottom of our trays. Okay, so this could be probably the easiest recipe ever. So we're just going to peel or cut our banana. So now we just like cut them into like smaller pieces and put them in our blender. So now we just add in our eggs. And milk, and we blend it. So now we just like add our mixture to the molds. Just be careful to not overfill it. So now that we've poured our mixture into our molds, we're just going to take some aluminum or like foil. We're going to cover them because if we don't, they're going to rise in the oven and they were not going to look or taste good. But we're also going to use this double boiler method to like cook them in the oven, so the water could rise as well. Okay, so now we just take our tray and we fill it halfway through with some hot water. Okay, so now after adding in the water, we put it in the oven 200 degrees Celsius for about 45 to 50 minutes, and we check on it occasionally just to make sure that like the tray doesn't run out of water. And afterwards we just check it like we would check a cake, with like poke it with like a toothpick or something to make sure if it's ready. So now that it's out of the oven, we just open one up and we test it. And just like cake, if the toothpick comes out clean, then you know that like it's ready and it's cooked. So also don't be intimidated by the color, because this is banana, so like it is going to brown. So now we just let it cool down for a little bit, and we just cover it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge 3 to 4 hours before serving. So this is what it looks like after being in the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours. As you can see, it has held its shape really well, and yeah, the caramel has given it this very nice color on the top. It has this very like nice texture thing. You can taste the bananas, and just to note, don't add more sugar, because even though we have the bananas and the caramel, it's still too sweet actually. So don't add any extra sugar. So this brings us to the end of today's video. Again, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to support me to make more. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to follow us in our Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!